What's up, everyone? Eli here, back for a new stuff video. Got a whole bunch of stuff to show. Again, I've just been so fucking unmotivated at home. The last thing I want to do is anything that requires any effort. So I figure, I guess the last few of these videos I've done on my break at work. But yeah, I have a bunch of really cool stuff to show. So I figured it's kind of piling up. I need to make a video and get it out there. Got a couple, pretty much spanning all formats. You know how I am. Got a couple brand new releases though. 2021, obviously. I mean, real brand new. I know I haven't listened to it yet. I know that's dumb, but whatever. I'll get to it. I got the new Carcass album, Torn Arteries. Came out on Nuclear Blast Records. I thought their EP, not too long ago, I thought that was actually pretty good and fairly strong, honestly. So, we'll see. Weird cover art, right? A heart made out of like peppers and vegetables. I mean, I guess I kind of get it. Folds out like this. And when you lift up the CD, it's still the Carcass that you know and love. So yeah, kind of a odd throwback to their, their old shtick. But yeah, looking forward to listening to that one. Just haven't yet. I also got the deluxe edition, I guess they'd call it, of the new Ruin album. I opted for the version that came with this leather pouch. It's got the logo printed on there on the back. This is RMDC. Spread Plague Death. Am I holding that upside down? Yes, I am. Spread Plague Death. Anyways, pretty cool, right? Comes with, because they always like to give little goodies with their releases. Some oddities, of course. I mean, I've grown to expect that from Ruin. I'd be honestly disappointed if it didn't happen. Decapitated head kit. I'd order that. Don't know what's going on there, but fucking scary. And so the album is called Spread Plague Death, released by Death Metal Cult and Nero One Records. Awesome. Comes in this cool, like a root beer brown shell. The back part is root beer brown. The front is clear. And then it comes on this neon yellow tape. Haven't listened to this album yet, despite the fact that I've had the MP3s for a while. But I am very much anticipating this one. As I've said many times, one of my favorite current death metal bands. Easily. So, everything Ruin, have put out so far has been awesome. So I'm not in the least bit concerned about that. So, we'll move on to some vinyl, some random ass vinyl, like Blue Oyster Cult Mirrors. Nothing real special, right? I mean, I have this on CD. Fuck, I think I even have it on cassette. Love Blue Oyster Cult, though. When I find stuff on vinyl by them, I'm going to pick it up. 1979, in my opinion, not one of their strongest albums, but not bad by any means. I don't think Blue Oyster Cult have a bad album. I also bought, this is like the third, I think this is the third Asia album, Astra. Promo copy, it's got the notch cut there, the weird Roger Dean cover art. Just the back. So this came out in 85. I want to say this is their third album, but I don't know for sure. Do love Asia. This band I've always wanted to get something from, or dive into. I really haven't heard much. Nectar. Got this classic German prog band? I believe they're German. Were they British? I think they were German. Anyways, this is their 1974 album. Gatefold single vinyl. room in here. But yeah, it's also a promo copy. It's got the hole punch, but it's still cool by me. Yeah, Nectar are a famous prog band. I've always wanted to dive into their catalog. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. So I got some more music coming. Got a... By the way, got a couple of stickers with that Ruin tape. I don't know if anyone cares to see these, but why not? A really cool death metal cult sticker. Another Wrenth sticker. I don't think I have that one. And a new Ruin sticker. I think I have this one in red. It's very cool though. I have a million of these Ruin logo stickers. Death metal cult. Ruin. And yeah. So, a couple more tapes. Random as always, right? Here's a classic that I've always wanted to own and never did until now, so awesome. We have the 93 soulful length from this band, Disincarnate, Dreams of the Carrion Kind. This is an original Roadrunner tape. Yeah, you might remember this band for being for having James Murphy, and this band would have gone further. I mean, they did kind of have a late start, I guess you could say, because James, I mean, he'd always been busy doing other stuff. But I think this band would have gone farther, but it was around this time when James started to have his health issues, which have pretty much plagued him for the rest of his life, to this day, really. But, you know, they started around this time, and that really kind of, I think, you know, pretty much put an end to, you know, further progress. But this is a definite classic. I'm a big James Murphy fan. I am definitely a sucker for albums that he plays on, and this is some of his best work. Absolutely. Also got a couple Kansas tapes. I've been working on collecting the Kansas, you know, back catalog, and some of the later albums are not as easy to find. Like this one right here. This is from 1995, and I did listen to this the other night, and I really enjoyed it. Freaks of Nature, 95. Yeah. Really enjoyed this one, actually. I thought this was a nice kind of a return to form, really. Return to kind of the earlier Kansas sound. You know, despite them having a... oh, never mind. They didn't have the lineup change yet. I was going to say... So, Steve Walsh does sing on this album. And he sounds really good. To be fair, Steve Walsh, in 1995, he still sounded great. Maybe a couple quirky moments on this album that I wasn't super into, but for 95, it's really good. And this is from 88, and I haven't listened to this one at all yet. In the Spirit of Things. I would have preferred to have these probably on CD, but I haven't seen them out in the wild on CD, and I did see them on tape, so that's the version I got for now, and it'll work. Got a bunch of CDs, and I got a bunch of movies too. Lots of stuff. Too much, really. I'm probably gonna slow it down a little bit after this, but I said that before. And Nevermore, Enemies of Reality. Had this album back in the day, and I don't know why I got rid of it. I shouldn't have. Came out on Century Media Records in 2003. This was definitely a classic sounding Nevermore album, but more thrash metal oriented. I thought you really heard some thrash influences kind of taking over on this one. Not my favorite Nevermore album, but it's far from being their weakest. It's a cool album. Very heavy. Never owned anything by this band, at least by this original Incarnation. I don't know. Which is the only one you need, by the way. Sorry, but I'm going to say it. We got Martha Splatterhead's Maddest Stories Ever Told by The Accused. This is, God, what is this, their second or third album? First album? I'm not really sure. It's one of their early albums, though. I'm pretty sure I've heard this. I've heard most of their early stuff. I'm really not an expert on this band. I like them, but I'm not an expert by any means. Did I show the inside? Cool yellow CD. So this is I think it's a new pressing, Unrest Records, which I'm assuming is a punk label because I'm not really familiar with it. So, yeah, I love The Accused, man. Just really good crossover thrash stuff from Seattle, 80s. Really, really, really good stuff. When it comes to, crossover, thrash hardcore stuff, I think these guys are easily up at the top. Next one is one of my favorite black metal albums that ever come out of the U.S. I bought this from the band digitally some years back, but I'm only just now getting a CD copy. This is the, first? I think it's the second album by Chaos Moon, Languor in Echoes Beyond, released by Ars Magna Recordings in 2007. Ars Magna has broken up, but Chaos Moon are still going. They have broken up and gotten back together. But yeah, I've heard all of Chaos Moon's stuff. I only own a little bit of it, but for me, this is the best Chaos Moon. I don't know why. I just when I first heard it, it just hit the spot for me, and it's just always kind of remained right there. Just the atmosphere, just perfect atmosphere for me for some reason. But yeah, just love this album. Great use of samples. It's a very, very, very atmospheric, yet chaotic black metal record. Got some early Melvin stuff. We got, is this their first full length? Maybe it's their second, maybe it's their third. I don't know. But this is an early Melvin's full length, Ozma. And this also has, in addition to that, it has the entire Gluey Porch Treatments album on it. So it's basically buy one, get one free. With one of the funniest band photos I've ever seen. Holding the cat by the tail. It's awesome. I don't condone doing that to cats, but it's a funny band photo. My camera's slumping over, huh? I knew that would happen. I have it sitting in the car in a weird position, but it didn't fall. And another band that I've been kind of slowly just, absorbing all their stuff little by little. This is the 1988 album by Suzie and the Banshees, Peep Show. My favorite Suzie album so far would be Juju, and I don't see that changing because I got that album so fucking good. But I haven't heard all their stuff yet. Yeah, 1988 Peep Show. Very cool goth post-punk band. Easily my favorite band of that style. I'm not usually a huge fan, but yeah, Suzie and the Banshees are awesome. This is a random buy. I'm not the biggest Paradise Lost fan, and I had never heard or even really heard of this album. This is a 2012 Century Media Records Tragic Idol. Remember this cover art? Not this exact cover art, but this artist. I don't know the person's name. They were doing a lot of, especially like Century Media cover arts around this time. I hate it. I hate this art style. No offense to this artist, but the person did some amorphous covers, and I think it's terrible personally. Sorry, I don't usually come on here to rag on shit, but it's just the layout, man. Ugly, right? It's terrible. Album could be good. I'm very hit and miss with Paradise Lost. I think they're either really good or just really mediocre. And I now that I bought this, I don't have high hopes for this album at all. But it could be decent. My buddy Chris, who's a big fan, he actually says he loves this album. So there is that. And I doubt any of you guys would remember, because it should be more my job to remember what I own. But I couldn't remember if I bought this recently. I've been kind of picking up a lot of King Crimson stuff, and I couldn't remember if I bought Red or not. But I found this used and rather cheap, so if I have 2 copies, worse things could happen, right? I'll send this off to a buddy or something. But fantastic album. Happy to finally own it, possibly even for a second time. Did I show all that shit? Yeah, there's not much to see. But this is King Crimson's 74 album. I think they had 2 albums in 74, as a matter of fact. But yeah, groundbreaking and mind-blowing, just like almost everything King Crimson have ever done. Fantastic album. And last but not least, I got a pretty good stack of movies to show. Randomly selected. Remember seeing this one back when it came out. Never owned it, but and I don't remember particularly liking it that much. But I remember thinking it was okay. I don't know. It's the unrated director's cut. Maybe that's a good thing. But George A. Romero's Land of the Dead. This would be the last movie before he put out, well, I should say his last two movies. This is from 2005, but his last two movies I thought were just utterly terrible. I'm going to rewatch it. This could be like the last movie he did that's decent, but I don't know. I haven't seen it in a long time, so we'll see. I got this sick Blu-ray box set from Scream Factory. We got the Fly collection. Check that out. I've been wanting this for a while, actually. Very cool artwork. Very cool artwork. And on the inside, it's got all 5 Fly movies, which I have only seen the Jeff Goldblum remake. So I've never seen this. I've never seen the original. Never seen it. Vincent Price, right? Yeah, Vincent Price. I have never seen Return of the Fly. Also with Vincent Price. Very cool. Never seen that. And I have never seen The Curse of the Fly. All black and white movies. Yeah, I haven't seen any of them. No Vincent Price this time, it looks like. Yeah. So, what have I seen? I have seen, of course, the Jeff Goldblum remake from 1986. I've seen it many times. It's a great movie. Love it. Love Jeff Goldblum. Love Gina Davis. Love David Cronenberg. Fantastic movie. Glad to have it on Blu-ray. I already had it on DVD, but and I've also never seen The Fly 2. And I have always wanted to see it, so now I can. Don't know a lot about it. I mean, you don't have any of the original actors. You know, you don't have Goldblum, you don't have Gina Davis. You got Daphne Zuniga and Eric Stoltz this time, directed by Chris Wallace. So none of the story by Mick Garris. That's kind of cool. None of the usual or familiar people. Yeah, Mick Garris didn't have a part, I don't think, in the original at all. So, anyways, yeah, could be good. Stoked to have that though. What a cool set. I also got because I only recently learned that this is a Cronenberg movie. I've seen this movie a long time ago. Been meaning to rewatch it for a long time, and now I will. Stephen King's The Dead Zone. Christopher Walken. Yeah, I did not know Cronenberg directed this in the 1983. Stoked as hell to rewatch that. Found this fucking random thing at Goodwill. Bela Lugosi, King of the Undead, with this weird hologram cover. And then, yeah, it opens up. Doesn't do much. Yeah. It's got 3 of his movies. White Zombie, The Corpse Vanishes, and One Body Too Many, all in one disc. I've never seen any of these. Yeah, never seen any of those, so that'll be cool. Should be in for a treat. And yeah, I just bought this today. I've been trying to hold back from watching this because I bought the book like a year or 2 ago, and I really want to read it, and I never have gotten to it. And I wanted to read the book before I watched the show, but I might watch the show first, because now that I have it, I really do want to watch it. I've got the season 1 of Lovecraft Country. I don't know if any of you guys have heard of this, or if you've seen it, or whatever, but yeah, I heard it's really good. From what I've seen, what clips I've seen, it looks really fucking cool. And yeah, like I said, I have the book. Really need to read it. It's stupid that I haven't, but whatever. Since I've always wanted to own these movies, so every year around Halloween, Walmart puts out these cool, and I'm a sucker for them. They're not anything real special, but these like glow-in-the-dark slip covers. Have you guys ever seen these? They always look like that and shit. I always try to pick up a couple of them every year. Never owned any of the Gremlins movies, but I've always wanted to. And I don't usually buy these double movies, but like I said, kind of a sucker for the glow-in-the-dark slipcovers. So, Gremlins. And we got the Amityville Horror 3-film collection. I think there are more than 3 Amityville movies, but whatever. This has 3 of them. I actually do own the 2005 remake, which I think is pretty decent, to be honest. And I've been meaning to rewatch the original from '79 because I did see it maybe 10 or 12 years ago and didn't think it was very good at all. But maybe it was even 15 years ago. But around that is like kind of when I was really starting to actually get into horror. So maybe I just didn't appreciate it. I don't know. I just didn't really like it at all. And I've never seen Amityville 2, The Possession. So, that's all I got, guys. I think I went through that pretty quick for it being a lot of stuff. I feel like I forgot something, but I don't think I did. So, anyways, comment, anyone heard the new Ruin album? What else? Have you seen Lovecraft Country? Talk to me about any of this stuff. How about the new Carcass? Have you heard the new Carcass? That should be a good conversation starter. So anyways, thanks for stopping by, guys. We will talk soon. Louie's at home, but he does say hello. Cheers.